welcome back to Richmond International Raceway, one of the hometown favorites, so to speak, having a great run here today. Elliott Sadler doing a superb job in the 5th position. Talk about a great guy. He and his brother Hermie both. You know, they're local Virginia boys from the small town of Emporia. And if you spend any time at all in Emporia, everybody knows the Sadlers.
Elliott, if you could describe your mom in just one sentence, what would it be?
She's just so laid back, so easygoing. I think easygoing is the best thing I could describe my mom. You know, she never seems to be rattled. She's so strong no matter what type of situation we're in. So she's just great personality, and you know, we try to feed off that.
All right, Hermie, let's have some fun. How much grief did you cause your mother?
Well, you probably have to ask her that. I took advantage of her from time to time, but I always knew what I had to face if I didn't do. You know, that's the thing. I think Elliott will say the same thing. You know, we didn't want to disappoint her. You know, so whatever we did it in a way that I think she'd be proud of us.
Life was not boring with them, but they were always kind of got along and kind of stood in line when they were supposed to. When they were supposed to straighten up, they straightened up. But they teased each other often.
Now, Elliott, were you the tattletale type where you would tell on Hermie?
I was definitely the tattletale, because Hermie and my sister Missy used to beat me up all the time when my mom and dad left the house. So I always got on mom when she got back home, like, please don't leave me anymore. So you know, I was the spoiled brat. I'm the young. I was the mistake in the family. That's what my mom said. Unless I do something good, then I was the surprise.
When he was little, he was cute and sweet, and they spoiled him. When he got a little bit older, he was demanding and spoiled and got his way.
He didn't have to do piano lessons.
I didn't have to do piano lessons. All I have to do is say, Mom, I don't want to do that.
Now, Elliott, though, passed him up in height, even though Hermie's 6 years older, so
yes.
That probably caused some controversy in the teenage
very
years.
much, because they were all very sports oriented. Had no idea. I don't know what happened to Elliott. He just got fertilizer in his shoes and just grew.
He outgrew me by the age of 10. I mean, he was taller than I was, you know, at that age, but we had a lot of fun, really. Even though there's an age difference, I mean, we still had a lot of fun and did a lot of stuff together. Did
Mom ever have to break up fights between the two of you once you got taller than Hermie?
Well, I think we knew not to fight in front of her, because she ever told my dad, you know, if she ever said, you wait till your daddy gets home, we knew we were in trouble. So we never really pushed it that far. We'd wait till she leave, and then we'd go back at it.
They said they would never fight in front of you.
Right. And they never talk ugly. And but you could hear them in a room, and I opened the door, and they just shut right up, because, you know, they didn't want me to hear what they were saying to each other.
What part of Hermie's career do you look at and think, gosh, I'm so proud to be his mother?
Not only since he was born, but from day one, for his choices, his work with autism, his love of people, and I guess his honesty. He doesn't ever talk bad about people, and he's always been that way. So that has been just a all-over warming feeling for a mama.
Now, what about Elliott? What moment are you most proud of him?
That he's wanted to come home after traveling and being, and mainly that he has come around to the same thing. Gosh, are you okay? What are you doing? Is things good with you? What can I do to help you? And you know, you don't know they've got that in them until you maybe need it, and it just comes out pouring. What can I do for you?
We want to send out a quick get well to Bell Sadler. Of course, Bell is the mother of Elliott and Hermie Sadler, and she's on the road to recovery following a battle with cancer.
Fans might not know that your mother has been battling through cancer. How has she been able to fight through it?
She's been an inspiration, you know, and when people ask, that's what I say. He says, what have you learned, you know, about this situation with your mom? It's just the way that she's handled it. She hadn't complained, she hadn't fussed, and there's been plenty of times when we've been over there to see her when she was, you know, laid up, and, you know, she would always just say, I'm just resting, you know, but you could just tell.
I see you shaking your head, Elliott.
Oh, man, she was just so strong, like Hermie said. I mean, the way she battled through all of it, she never complained one time, never, why me, just, you know, I'm going to beat this, we're going to do the best we can with it, we're going to move on, we're going to get this behind us and have a great life. And It just, it changed the way I look at a lot of things. And that's why I live here in Emporia, Virginia. You know, I've wanted to live in Charlotte, and that's where racing's at, but I'm so close to home here, and my mom and dad's house is right there. I can go see them anytime I want. And after that happened, that put a lot of things in perspective, like Hermie said, that, you know, I want to be here around my family.
Hermie said, not once have you complained.
Well, maybe to their daddy. Well, it wouldn't have done any good. I mean, I've had good days. I'm not going to tell you I've had bad days. Bad days that you didn't get off the sofa days. But in the end, from day one, I thought I was going to be well. I thought somewhere down this road, I'm going to get over this, and I'm going to do other things. I'm going to help with my grandchildren, and I'm going to races. And in this little small community, I've had a lot of people pray for me. My family has gathered around me. I can't tell you the support. And it's just been positive.
He said he put the cancer ribbon and the autism ribbon on both sides of his name because it was closest and most important to him, and it was the last thing he was going to think of every time he stepped in that race car.
Ooh, I didn't hear that. Ooh, so that makes it more special. But when I saw it there, it's just, he hadn't even told me. I just looked up and I saw it there. I said, oh gosh, I knew he's thinking of me.
It puts me in a good frame of mind when I get in that car every Sunday and what I have to do, that I'm racing and I got a great life and it's a great job, but my family at home is number one to me.
And now I'm going to put you two on the spot for a minute. If there's something that you wanted to tell your mother that you haven't told her, what would it be?
You can go first. I don't know.
I'm certain that we don't tell her we love her enough. So that'll be it.
Yeah, I'm with him on that. Probably don't do that enough. You know, we're from a great family, but we don't maybe sometimes express our feelings enough. But yeah, Dad, thank you.
Is it probably the way you guys were raised and got to put up the hard shell sometimes to get through those ups and downs?
This business that we're in makes you tough in a hurry. You know, this type of stuff, and you know, in your family and the Mother's Day and all that, again, it just kind of, you know, puts you back where you're supposed to be, and that's what makes it great.
One thing about it, we better spend Mother's Day with her too, and that's another rule. You know, and that's one thing, we've always raced on Mother's Day somewhere, whether it's short tracks or now we're racing at Darlington and stuff like that. And I know it's a Saturday night race, but we better be home Sunday morning to go to church. So that's one rule too.
When I asked Hermie and Elliott if there was something they had never told you before that they wanted you to know, what would it be? And Hermie looked at me and he said, we probably don't tell her that we love her enough. Probably don't say it often enough. And Elliott started to tear up as well. And they just really wanted you to know how much they love you.
Gosh. Well, you know, every Christmas and every Mother's Day, every Valentine's Day, I get a wonderful card from each of them. You know, I love you, sweet. But you know, when you say it face to face, hand to hand, I want to make it more vocal, more, you know, I'm here and I'm always going to be here, even when I'm not, that you'll know that I've loved you.